Do you want more success, more growth, more results? Then it's time for the Boundless Success Accelerator from the Modern Observer Group. This isn't your average coaching program. It's where top performers come to dominate. Weekly group sessions, on-demand coaching, a community that's got your back, and a power-packed library of tools to supercharge your business and career. No more excuses, no more waiting. Get in, level up, and start building the life you've been dreaming about. Visit us at modernobserver.com/boundless success to join today. Let's get you to the next level.
We're here because free speech is under attack. We're here because people are being convinced that socialism works. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth.
A massive Election Day victory for Donald Trump and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lupkin, and here's the news you need to know. U.S. voters told Kamala Harris, "You're fired," as former President Donald Trump has won a decisive victory over Vice President Harris in the 2024 presidential election, winning the battleground state map by margins that surprised even Trump's closest allies and winning both the popular and electoral votes. Stock futures surged as states were called for Trump and Republicans gained several Senate seats. Trump, who won election in 2016 as the 45th president, will now be the 47th and just the second candidate in U.S. history to win non-consecutive White House terms. He asked voters to consider if they were better off under his first presidency, as Harris struggled to distance herself from an unpopular President Biden during a combative and expensive campaign that exposed the nation's deep partisan divisions. The victory cements Trump as a historic political figure, proving his surprise 2016 victory over Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton wasn't a fluke. Republicans have regained control of the Senate, as many expected ahead of the election. Their new majority was solidified as Republican Jim Justice won Joe Manchin's seat in West Virginia. Political outsider and MAGA whisperer Bernie Moreno defeated incumbent Sherrod Brown in Ohio. Ted Cruz won his third competitive race for re-election, and Deb Fischer secured re-election in an unexpectedly close Nebraska race. The battle for the House may not be settled for days, but it's possible the Republicans could cling to control, setting the stage for a united GOP in Washington. A few of the closest races that may hand the House to the Republicans include in Iowa, Representative Zach Nunn holding on to his seat in a race Democrats viewed as flippable, and in the increasingly red suburbs of New York City, New York Representative Mike Lawler staved off a challenge from progressive Democrat Mondaire Jones. In a scene reminiscent of Hillary Clinton's distraught voters in 2016, Harris's supporters left her increasingly dour election night watch party in tears as the candidate delayed her address until Wednesday afternoon. Biden did not attend the party, according to White House officials, in yet another indication of the distance placed between the incumbent and his vice president. Tonight, the President and First Lady will watch election results in the White House residence with longtime aides and senior White House staff, according to a statement released by the White House. Election Day shenanigans took place all over Pennsylvania. RNC Chairman Michael Whatley first wrote on X that early this morning, we learned that Republican poll watchers in Philadelphia, York, Westmoreland, Allegheny, Lehigh, Cambria, Wyoming, and Lackawanna counties were being turned away. Whatley also wrote on X, we deployed our roving attorneys, engaged with local officials, and can now report that all Republican poll watchers have been let into the buildings. Those roving attorneys were part of the GOP's election integrity program. In a separate incident, a Pennsylvania judge approved a petition to extend voting hours until 10 p.m. after a malfunction prevented voters in Cambria County from scanning their ballots. Election officials emphasized that no one who wished to cast their ballot was turned away and that all votes were counted. Whatley urged voters to stay in line and cast their ballots regardless of the delay. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu fired his defense minister Yoav Gallant at a time when the country continues to fight wars in Gaza and Lebanon and is increasingly in direct confrontation with Iran. The move on Tuesday came after months of public disagreement between the two over the course of the wars. Netanyahu said he was firing Gallant due to a breakdown in trust and gaps in positions between them. Gallant has publicly challenged Netanyahu's failure to decide on a plan for the Gaza Strip's long-term governance and for not prioritizing a deal to release Israeli and other hostages held in the Palestinian enclave. In the past months, trust has been cracked between myself and the defense minister, Netanyahu said Tuesday in a statement released by his office. Bernie Marcus, the co-founder of Home Depot, has died at the age of 95. Marcus, who grew up in New Jersey, was the youngest son of poor Russian immigrants and became a self-made billionaire with a net worth of over $11 billion, according to Forbes, after founding the home improvement chain with Arthur Blank in 1978 with the support of investor Ken Langone. Marcus, a longtime donor to the Republican National Committee, according to federal election records, was an early supporter of former President Donald Trump. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of the Raw Naked Truth at xvadio.com, the Apple Podcasts app, YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.